Hi, good afternoon. This is Giovanis Kouzalis of Kouzalis office, and this is my latest attempt to satisfy some of the requests we had the last couple of months regarding the banking system, the mortgages in Cyprus, the land registration, how it works, how secure people are, the waiver, the bank guarantees, and actually the whole procedure regarding the banks. I will attempt to explain certain things. I will do my best to explain with my knowledge, which I hope is good enough to secure your answering your questions. Of course, all these we will try to get the approval of the banks and all these organizations to make sure that this is the correct way. There's a big misunderstanding here in Cyprus. People expect and believe that when you land register a contract that you are safeguarded. You are, but not the way you feel you are. So let me attempt to explain how it happens. Here we have a plot of land that the developer is purchasing. In order to purchase that property, the developer gives some money from its own money, and the rest is financed by the bank. So let's assume that we have a loan here of 1 million units, sterling and euros, doesn't really matter. The value of the property is 2 million, 1 million by the developer and 1 million by the bank. Then we start to sell. Here is the bank with all the bits, the money, our money, the developer's money. And before we start selling, this is just to explain to you that this is a security, this is a loan actually of the 1 million. Start to sell to Mr. Green, to Mr. Blue, Mr. Orange, and we land register those contracts. So the sequence is the loan, the purchase of the property through the bank. Here is a date of the loan, and here is a sequence of the land registration. If the developer makes another loan, this is the new loan here, which might be the situation, might be the case. Technically it shouldn't be unless there is enough equity. Because if this is for 10 houses and we already sold 3, we want to finalize the project, the developer, more than fair, and hasn't got the financial capability of doing that, he needs to get the second loan in order to finish the product. Every time we proceed and we construct and we make a payment, the payment goes towards the construction, towards the loan. If we have 10 houses here, on the delivery, let's say we have Mr. Yellow and another blue again, and we have that times 2 on the delivery, that should go. And this is the proper code of conduct and business. Delivering 10 houses, there is no encumbrances, no loans, this is free of charge, we get our title deeds, no issues again. However, many times we have seen that the bank was not fully paid, and the bank should be accountable for that. We have the delivery, and still here, instead of the 1 million, we have, let's say, a smaller loan of 300, 400, 500, 100,000. If there is a problem with the developer at any stage, this loan here, which was 1 million, now is less, has priority over those contracts. So what we require as a law office, that every time we take a delivery, we get a waiver. We take a delivery here, we get a waiver, we take a delivery, delivery, we get the waivers. As I said, this should have been out of the scene, but it's there for us. So we've got a waiver, which means that this plot and property here has been built by the developer and is exempt from the loan. So this one has priority when we have the title deeds. If this person here didn't get a waiver, it's this one here, the loan has priority over that. So even though you paid 100% of your full amount to the developer, to the bank, you took delivery 3, 4, 5 years ago, and there is a problem, and the receiver comes in, they have priority over you. Don't forget also that these contracts here are for specific performance. So even if we go back to the original scenario, it's very heavy, it's full of money from the bank. Let's say loan here of 1 million, 4 sales, second loan, another sale. We haven't got enough money because the developer didn't finalize the money to sell the whole product, so the money goes in slowly. We get the waiver here, we get the waiver here. We get a waiver here and one more here. If this person now wants to sell to somebody, then that person here does not get benefit, the new purchaser now, does not get benefit of the waiver that this person already had, unless they request it from the bank and they get a waiver for number 1 and number 2. We have 2 loans here. So a new land registration here means that these loans and these contracts have priority. And the most important thing, if there is, let's say, a member here against the developer, again, first priority, second priority, third priority, fourth priority, fifth priority. But I emphasize again, this is for specific performance, which means to push for the title deeds. The title deeds won't be available, or there is an issue with the title deeds that can create further problems. So what we advise, get a waiver every time you take delivery. Do not take delivery without a waiver. Many years ago, nobody would have bought without a bank guarantee. Unfortunately, those days now, the developers do not provide bank guarantees. Don't ask me why, I don't know. We are trying for that, but it seems that the market that didn't allow us to exercise that. So, at least get a waiver or force a developer to pass a part of the property to you, though it's not the best solution, but at least you have part of the title deed on your name. Memo, receivership coming in, then immediately the receiver, let's say that we have a receiver now, that will come in. That receiver there does not care about anybody but the loans from the bank, because the receiver is usually appointed by the bank. They will do whatever is on their convenience, and this is a common practice, to secure the banks. So again, on your delivery, please take a waiver, or make sure that you will get something which is going to justify and safeguard your investment. We will continue, we'll try to make it much more specific next time. If you have any questions, feel comfortable to come to us, go back to your lawyers, speak to the bank, to the banks, make sure that your investments are safeguarded. Many thanks from Baralimni, from A.G. Kouzalis office.